Hi, Emerson third graders. This is Miss Fallon with your writing lesson for the week of April 27th. We're going to be getting back into informational writing. Before we left school, you were working on animal reports, and we thought that we would get back into some of those animal reports. We're giving you a science lesson this week that's about weather and climate that is focusing on habitat for orangutans. So we thought it would be great to study orangutans or another animal of your choice to go with that science lesson. So we're going to be starting off our informational writing with some note taking in the style of box and bullets, which we're going to talk about what that is today. So we're going to be working on animal reports, and here's your task. Students will research an animal using PebbleGo or another trusted website and write a report with an introduction, a body, and a conclusion. Probably sounds familiar because we've done things like this before. In week one, which is this week of April 27th, we're going to take notes on an animal using box and bullets. Box and bullets is a note-taking tool that looks kind of like this. You've probably seen something like this before, where there's a box at the top where you're going to write a topic and then bullet points, at least 3, it could be more, that each are going to have a fact. So the box is your subtopic. If your whole topic of your report is going to be an animal like orangutans, then each box in your note taking is going to be a subtopic. If I were writing a report about schools, I might have a paragraph about Emerson. And if I were taking notes on Emerson, I might write a box and bullets that would get me some of my facts organized onto a note paper. So I would write Emerson in my box, and then the bullet points are each going to have a fact or a piece of information that you've learned. So if I were thinking about what I would write next to my bullet points in my Emerson box and bullets, I would be thinking about things that are special about Emerson. You might have some specific ideas. Here's what I came up with. It's in Seattle. It has preschool through 5th grade. We're the Eagles. You might have had some other ideas, and you could have even more bullet points on your box and bullets. So that's what it's going to look like. But first, we're going to be doing our research. Oh, and each box and bullets is going to end up turning into a paragraph in your report. But this week, all you have to do is take your notes. We'll worry about making the report next week. So I went on PebbleGo and I found the article about orangutans. So I will be showing you the orangutan article. If you end up wanting to research a different animal, that's fine. But this information is here for you, and you can just use that if you'd like. If you don't remember how to log on to PebbleGo at home, I or your other teacher can get you that information, but I think most of us know how to get on to PebbleGo. I can also print off this article, or sorry, I will include a PDF of this article in your assignments for this week if you'd like to just look at this article and not go on PebbleGo to find it. And you could even print it at home if you have a printer. So each of these articles has different sections. You can see body, habitat, food, life cycle, and fun facts. So it's kind of already organized into some subtopics for you. The first subtopic is body. So it says orangutans are apes. Adult orangutans are about 5 feet, also known as 1.5 meters tall. They have orange and red hair. Orangutans have long, strong arms to swing between tree branches. So I read that and I thought I would write a box and bullets about it. So I started with my subtopic. That first page was about the body of the orangutan. So I wrote my subtopic, body, in my box. And then I looked for facts that I could write. So think about what are some of the facts you could write in your bullets. And this is what I came up with. I wrote 5 feet, 1.5 meters tall, orange and red hair, long arms for swinging. So did you notice that I didn't copy the sentences exactly as they were in the Pebble Go article? I wrote my notes short, and then when I take these notes and turn them into a paragraph later, I'm going to use my own words so that I don't copy the words from the article exactly. But I just wrote down in my own short little words the facts that I learned. So I'm going to read to you all the other sections of this article, and you can take your notes from when I read to you in this video, or you can go pause it and read it on your own. But here it'll be for you if you want to take notes on orangutans. There's the body page again, which we already read. Habitat. Orangutans live on the islands of Borneo and Sumatra in Southeast Asia. They spend most of their lives in the rainforest canopy. Orangutans sleep in nests high in the trees. Food. Orangutans search for food during the day. They eat fruit like mangoes and figs. They also eat tree bark and insects. Orangutans have strong teeth to chew tough plants and nuts. Life cycle. Female orangutans usually give birth to one infant at a time. Young orangutans stay with their mothers for up to 8 years. Orangutans live about 35 years in the wild. Fun facts. Orangutans eat 400 different foods in the wild. The word orangutan means person of the forest. When it rains, orangutans build covers over their nests to stay dry. So your job, third graders, this week is to read all of the sections of a Pebble Go article about an animal. It could be orangutans, or it could be another animal of your choice. And you'll read the sections on the body, habitat, food, life cycle, and fun facts. And then you'll use whatever paper you have at home to create a box and bullets note page for each section. If you can, do more research about your animal online. You can add facts to your box and bullets notes. For example, if you're reading about your animal or watching videos about your animal and you learn more about the animal's habitat, you can add it to your habitat notes. Or if you learn more about the animal's food, you could add it to your food notes, and so on. Next week, we will use your notes to write the body paragraphs of your report, and we'll add an introduction and a conclusion. And then we won't be done the week after that. We are going to revise and edit and publish your writing, and you can share it with your teacher. So happy writing and happy researching. Please let your teacher know if you have any questions or if you just want to share what you're learning and writing. As always, we miss you very much and hope you are enjoying your learning.